All right, strap in, everyone, because today we're going deep into the world of predictive lead scoring, where AI meets sales strategy.
It does. It does.
So you guys are listening because you want to boost your sales efficiency.
Right.
And that means making sure that your team is focused on
the right leads.
The right leads, yeah.
Yeah.
Not wasting time.
Nope.
We've got a whole bunch of articles and expert guides and notes about the latest lead scoring software that's coming out in 2024 and 2025.
So much stuff.
And we're going to figure out what's good and what's not.
Separate the contenders from the pretenders, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
It's like, you have like a sixth sense for sales.
Yeah.
Imagine if you could look at a ton of data and just know right away, like, who's going to buy, who's not.
Just like instantly.
Instantly. And that's what this software does.
Okay, so it's like you know what's going to happen before it even happens.
Right.
But there's a lot of hype. How do we cut through all that and figure out which software is actually good?
So we start by looking at the top 5 players.
Yep.
SalesMate, HubSpot, Salesforce, Keep, and Zoho.
Big names.
Big names.
Okay.
And each one is a little bit different.
Okay, so let's start with SalesMate.
Okay.
What I noticed is how easy it is to use.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a tech expert to use it.
No, absolutely.
Right.
SalesMate is definitely easy.
Yeah.
The interface is intuitive, and you can customize the way you score leads.
Which is awesome, yeah.
So you can adjust it to your business.
Yeah.
Make it work how you want.
Exactly.
And and it has calling and texting built right in.
Really?
You can do it all right in the platform.
Oh, wow. So the sales team doesn't even have to leave the platform.
Right, which saves a ton of time.
That's huge. Huge. Time is money.
Exactly.
Okay, I did see some people saying there's a learning curve.
Yeah.
For some of the advanced features.
Sure.
So for smaller teams that don't have like a dedicated IT person,
right,
could that be a problem?
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about.
Okay.
Because those advanced features can be really powerful, but it takes time to learn them.
Right.
And you might need to get some extra help or training to really use them.
Got it.
So you have to weigh the cost and the benefit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk about a really popular one. HubSpot.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone's heard of HubSpot.
Sure.
Especially if they're already using HubSpot.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Like they're already using HubSpot tools.
Right. HubSpot is really good at integrating all their tools.
Okay.
So their lead scoring works seamlessly with their CRM and all their marketing stuff.
So everything just works together.
Works together.
Yeah.
It's very streamlined.
Okay. So it just makes life easier.
Much easier.
Awesome.
Yeah. And it's easy to use and it gives you really good analytics.
Okay.
But yeah.
What's the catch?
Well, there's always a catch. Right.
Right.
The price.
Yeah, we saw that some people weren't too happy about the price.
Yeah, it can be expensive.
Especially for smaller businesses.
Especially for smaller businesses.
Yeah.
And some people said you need to be a little bit techie
Really?
to use all the advanced features.
Okay.
It's not just drag and drop.
Got it.
You need to know what you're doing.
So maybe not for everybody.
Maybe not.
Okay, so we've got SalesMate, which is the easy one.
Right.
And we've got HubSpot, which is all about integration. What about Salesforce?
Salesforce.
That's like the big dog, right?
the big dog.
In the CRM world.
Yeah, and for good reason.
Okay.
Their AI lead scoring is really impressive.
Okay.
It analyzes so much data, and it's really accurate.
So it could just find things that we wouldn't be able to find.
Right. It sees things we don't.
Yeah.
And it's super customizable. You can make it do almost anything.
But I'm guessing it costs a lot.
Is
it even realistic for smaller companies?
It's a big investment.
Okay.
And it's complicated to set up.
So probably not for smaller companies.
Probably not.
Okay.
Unless they have very specific needs.
Okay.
And a lot of money.
All right. Not for the faint of heart.
No.
Okay. What about Keep?
Keep.
Yeah, that seems to be popular with small businesses.
Yeah, they're all about simplicity
Okay.
and affordability.
Yeah.
So it's great for entrepreneurs and small businesses who don't want all the complexity.
Yeah, it can get overwhelming.
It can.
Right.
Right. So keeps it simple.
Okay.
It's easy to use, and it's powerful.
Okay.
And they have amazing email marketing tools.
Okay.
So you can really nurture those leads.
Okay, so it sounds perfect for a small business.
Yeah.
That's just getting started with this whole lead scoring thing.
Exactly.
But does that mean it's not good for bigger companies?
Well, it might not be ideal.
Okay.
If you have a really complex sales process or if you need to customize it a lot.
Okay, so maybe it's a good starting point.
Right.
But not the final destination.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our last one.
Okay.
Zoho.
Zoho.
Another big name that we see everywhere.
Everywhere.
So what's their lead scoring like?
They're really good at integrating with lots of different channels.
Okay.
So they pull in data from emails, social media, web forms, even customer support interactions.
Wow. So you get a complete picture.
Yeah, you see everything.
Yeah.
And they're very affordable.
Okay, so they're kind of like the well-rounded package.
You could say that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I did see some people saying that they wanted more customization
Yes.
and better reporting features.
That's true.
Okay.
They're good at a lot of things.
Yeah.
But not everything.
Okay.
If you need really specific control or really in-depth reports, Zoho might not be the best.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got our 5 contenders.
Our contenders.
Each with their strengths and weaknesses.
Strengths and weaknesses.
But before we get too deep into those,
Okay.
I want to talk about something that can make any of these platforms even better.
Oh, tell me more.
It's called TrafficID.
I've heard of that.
Have you?
Yeah.
So imagine if you could find out who those anonymous visitors are on your website.
Ah, the mystery visitors.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you could know which companies are checking out your products.
Even if they don't fill out a form.
Even if they don't fill out a form.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Right.
Powerful.
It's like you've got the secret decoder ring
Yeah, it's like
for your website traffic.
Exactly.
So you just know who's there.
You know who they are, what they're doing.
And that gives you a huge advantage.
Huge advantage.
Okay, give me an example.
Okay, imagine you're a software company.
Okay.
And you're trying to sell to a specific industry.
Right.
And suddenly you see a bunch of traffic coming to your pricing page.
Okay.
From a big company in that industry. But they don't fill out a form.
So normally you wouldn't know who they are.
Right, it's a mystery.
But with TrafficID.
But with TrafficID.
You know the company, you know how big they are, you even know who the decision makers are.
Exactly.
And then your sales team can reach out.
Boom, right away.
Yeah, immediately.
With a personalized message.
And they could even mention something specific that they saw on the website.
Right, like, hey, we saw you were looking at our enterprise package.
Wow.
Maybe you'd like a demo.
That's incredible.
It is.
That's like you're reading their minds.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's about being proactive.
Yeah, so instead of waiting for them to come to you,
you go to them.
You go to them.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm definitely seeing the value of TrafficID, no matter which platform you're using.
Right, it works with any of them.
Okay, so let's get back to those platforms.
Okay.
When we're trying to decide which one is the best, what are the features that we absolutely need?
Okay, so first, integration.
Integration.
Yeah, your lead scoring platform needs to talk to your CRM.
Okay, so no more like manually entering data?
No more manual anything?
Yeah, everything should just work together.
Seamlessly.
All right, what else?
Customizable scoring.
Okay.
Your business is unique.
Right.
So your scoring system should be unique too.
Got it. So we need to be able to adjust the scoring.
Exactly.
Okay. What else?
Real-time scoring.
Real-time scoring.
Yeah, you need to see what's happening right now.
Okay.
Not yesterday.
Okay, so we need up-to-the-minute information.
Up to the minute.
Okay. What else?
AI and machine learning.
So that's where the magic happens.
That's the magic.
Yeah.
Make sure the software is using the latest technology.
Okay, so it's actually predicting accurately.
Accurately.
Yeah. What else?
Transparency.
Transparency.
You need to understand how the algorithm is working.
So no black boxes.
No black boxes allowed.
Yeah. We need to know what's going on.
We need to know why it's giving us the scores it's giving us.
Okay, so it's not about replacing our intuition.
No.
It's about using the data to make our intuition better.
Exactly.
Okay, so those are the must-haves.
The must-haves.
All right, now let's dive back into those top contenders.
Okay, let's do it.
We'll start with the 2 that we talked about earlier, SalesMate and HubSpot.
Okay.
So SalesMate, super user-friendly.
Super user-friendly.
Easy to use.
Easy to use.
Even if you're not a tech person.
Absolutely.
And I love that it has calling and texting built in.
Built right in.
Yeah.
Saves so much time.
But what were those drawbacks again?
Yeah.
Remind me.
So for the advanced features, there might be a bit of a learning curve.
Right.
Especially for smaller teams.
Okay.
And to get those advanced features, you might have to pay more.
Okay. So that's something to consider.
Definitely.
Especially if you're on a tight budget.
A tight budget, yeah.
All right. Now HubSpot.
HubSpot, the king of integration.
Yeah. Everything's all in one place.
All in one place.
What's the advantage of that?
Well, if you're already using HubSpot for everything else, it just makes sense.
Okay.
Everything works together seamlessly.
Yeah.
The data flows from one place to another. You get a complete picture of your leads.
Yeah. Their whole journey.
Their whole journey.
And their analytics are really good.
Really good.
But expensive, right?
Yeah, it can be expensive.
Especially for smaller businesses.
Especially for smaller businesses.
Okay. And some people said it can be a little overwhelming.
A little bit. At first.
There are a lot of features.
Yeah, it's a powerful platform.
Very powerful.
Maybe a little bit too much for some people.
Yeah, you got to be ready for it.
Okay, so those are 2 of our contenders.
2 down.
3 to go.
3 to go.
We'll take a closer look at those in part 2 of our deep dive.
Okay, looking forward to it.
We'll unpack Salesforce and Keep Dive.
Right?
And we'll talk more about TrafficID.
That's the good stuff.
And how it can turn your website into a lead-generating machine.
So don't go anywhere. This deep dive is just getting started.
Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to our deep dive on predictive lead scoring software.
All right, so last time we talked about SalesMate and HubSpot.
We did.
And now we're going to dive into Salesforce and Keep.
Let's do it.
Okay, so Salesforce, the big one.
The giant.
A lot of people are kind of intimidated by it.
I can see why.
Is it really that hard to use?
Well, it's definitely not a simple tool.
Okay.
It's powerful, very powerful.
Yeah.
But that also means it's complicated.
Okay. So you need to know what you're doing.
Yeah, you need some technical expertise.
So if I'm a small business owner and I don't have a dedicated IT team,
right,
should I even be considering Salesforce?
For most small businesses, probably not.
Okay.
It's a big investment.
Yeah.
And it takes time to learn how to use it properly.
So it's really more for those big companies.
Yeah, the enterprise level.
Okay.
With complex sales process.
Yeah, that need all those bells and whistles.
Yes.
Exactly.
But their lead scoring is supposed to be amazing.
Oh, it is the Einstein lead scoring.
Yeah.
It's really impressive.
So it uses AI.
Yeah, advanced algorithms.
To analyze all that data.
Tons of data.
And then it predicts.
Predicts who's going to convert.
And it's accurate.
Very accurate.
Wow. Okay, so maybe if you have the resources.
Yeah.
And the patience. Salesforce could be a good option.
It could be.
Okay, but let's talk about something a little bit more user-friendly.
Okay.
Keep,
yeah. Much simpler.
What makes Keep so popular, especially with smaller businesses?
Well, they focus on the essentials.
Okay.
Ease of use.
Yeah.
And affordability.
Which are both very important.
Very important, especially for small businesses.
Right. They don't have a lot of time to waste.
No, they need something that works.
And something that doesn't cost a fortune.
Exactly.
So Keep is really good at that.
They are.
Their interface is supposed to be super easy to use.
Super easy, drag and drop, very intuitive. Okay, and their scoring system.
Straightforward.
Straightforward, but effective.
Effective.
And they have great automation features.
They do.
So you can set it and forget it.
Yeah, just let it run in the background.
And then their email marketing is supposed to be top-notch.
Top-notch, yeah. You can create targeted campaigns.
To nurture those leads.
Nurture them, move them down the funnel.
So it sounds like a small business owner's dream.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, you've got everything you need all in one place.
All in one place.
Easy to use.
Easy to use.
Affordable.
Affordable.
But are there any limitations?
Well, there are always limitations.
Right, nothing's perfect.
Right, so Keep is really good for simpler sales processes.
Okay.
If you have a really complex sales process
with
a lot of different steps.
And a lot of different criteria.
Yeah, then Keep might not be enough.
Okay.
You might need something more customizable.
Something more robust.
Right, with more advanced reporting features.
Okay, so Keep's great, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
No, it's not.
All right, so we've talked about SalesMate,
Yeah.
HubSpot, Salesforce. Keep. One to go.
One to go.
But before we move on to that last one,
Okay.
I want to circle back to TrafficID.
TrafficID, our favorite secret weapon.
It really is a game changer.
It is.
We've talked about how it can identify those anonymous visitors.
Right, those mystery shoppers.
But let's talk about some more strategic applications.
Okay, let's get strategic.
So imagine you're a marketing manager.
Okay, I'm imagining.
You're running a campaign.
Yeah, big one.
You're spending a lot of money.
Gotta get those leads.
You're trying to target the right people.
The right people.
But even with the best targeting,
yeah,
some people are still going to remain anonymous.
They are. They're sneaky.
Right.
Right.
But
TrafficID knows.
It uncovers those hidden prospects.
It does.
It gives you their company names, their industry, even their job titles.
All the good stuff.
So you know exactly who's interested in your products.
Exactly. No more guessing.
Okay. Give me an example of how a sales team could use TrafficID to close a deal.
Okay, let's say you're trying to sell to a big company.
Okay.
Your sales team has been trying to reach them. emails, phone calls, nothing, no response.
Crickets.
And crickets.
And then suddenly,
Suddenly,
TrafficID alerts you
ding, ding, ding,
that a key decision maker from that company has been on your website.
They've been checking out the pricing page.
Looking at case studies?
Yeah, doing their research.
And now your sales team has the perfect opportunity.
But perfect opportunity.
To reach out.
To reach out and say,
hey, we saw you were looking at our enterprise solutions.
Maybe like a personalized demo.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's about striking while the iron is hot.
So it's not just about identifying the lead.
No.
It's about understanding their intent.
Exactly.
And then tailoring your approach accordingly.
That's where the magic happens.
So TrafficID gives you that context.
It does. It connects the dots.
That you need to be effective.
To be effective.
All right, so TrafficID sounds like a pretty good investment.
I think so.
No matter which platform you're using.
It's a great complement to any platform.
Okay, so now let's talk about that last platform.
Okay.
Zoho.
Zoho, the all-in-one solution.
They seem to have a lot to offer.
They do. They're a very popular choice.
So how does their lead scoring compare to the others?
Well, Zoho is all about integration.
Okay, like HubSpot.
Yeah, but they take it even further.
Oh.
They integrate lead scoring across multiple channels.
Multiple channels, okay.
So they're pulling data from everywhere.
Emails, social media.
Web forms, customer support interactions.
Wow, so you get a complete 360-degree view of the customer.
You do. You see everything they're doing.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
And they're supposed to be very affordable.
Very affordable, yeah. They offer a lot for the price.
Okay, but we did see some complaints about customization and reporting.
Yes, that's true.
So could that be a deal breaker for some businesses?
It depends on their needs.
Okay.
Zoho is great if you want a well-rounded platform
Yeah.
that covers a lot of bases.
Covers a lot of bases, but maybe not in depth.
Right. If you need really specific control
Yeah.
or super detailed reports,
Then Zoho might not be the best choice.
it might not.
Okay, so it's a good option.
It is.
But maybe not for everybody.
Not for everybody.
All right, so we've covered all 5 platforms now.
5 platforms, a lot to choose from.
Yeah, we've got SalesMate, HubSpot, Salesforce, Keep, and Zoho.
All the big names.
Each with their own strengths and weaknesses.
Strengths and weaknesses.
But before we move on to how to choose the right platform for you,
Okay.
I want to talk about something really important.
What's that?
The human element.
Yes. We can't forget about the humans.
We've been talking a lot about algorithms and data,
Right.
but at the end of the day,
At the end of the day,
it's still people making the decisions.
it is. Humans are still in charge.
So how do we balance data with human intuition?
That's the million-dollar question.
What role does human judgment play in all of this?
Well, I think the best way to look at predictive lead scoring
Okay.
is as a guide,
A guide.
or
Okay.
not a dictator.
Okay, so it's not about handing over the reins to the machines
Oh, it's about using the machines to help us.
to help us make better decisions.
Exactly.
Give me an example.
Okay, imagine a lead has a really high score
Okay.
based on their demographics and their behavior.
So the algorithm's saying, this is a hot lead,
Go get them.
go get them.
But then a sales rep talks to them
Yeah.
and they sense some hesitation.
Okay.
Or maybe they don't seem that interested.
So the human can pick up on things
The human can read between the lines.
that the algorithm can't.
Your algorithm can't, yeah.
So it's really about combining those two things
Combining the data and the human intuition
to get the best results.
to get the best results, absolutely.
Okay, so that's a really interesting point
It is.
because it makes me wonder,
What's that?
what's the future of all this?
The future.
Yeah, are we headed toward a world where robots are making all the sales?
Ooh, that's a scary thought.
Or is there a more collaborative path?
I think it's going to be more collaborative.
Okay.
Humans and AI working together.
Okay, well, that's something to think about
It is.
as we continue our deep dive.
Yeah.
So in part 3,
Okay.
we're going to talk about negative scoring.
That's a good one.
We're going to talk about the future of predictive lead scoring.
The future.
And we're going to give you some tips on how to choose the right platform for your business.
Sounds good.
So don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
All right, welcome back to the deep dive.
Back for more.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
We've talked about the top platforms for predictive lead scoring.
Oh, the big names.
And we've explored the power of TrafficID.
A secret weapon.
But before we wrap things up,
Okay.
let's talk about negative scoring.
Negative scoring. Ah, yes.
We've been focusing on all the positive signals.
Right. The good stuff.
But what about the red flags?
Ah, the warning signs.
Yeah, the things that tell us that, a lead might not be a good fit.
Right, the leads we should avoid.
So negative scoring is like a filter.
A filter, yeah.
That helps us avoid wasting time on leads that are unlikely to convert.
Exactly. We don't want to chase dead ends.
Okay, so give me an example.
Okay, imagine a lead who visits your pricing page multiple times.
Okay.
But they never request a demo.
So they're just looking.
They're just browsing, maybe comparing prices.
But they're not ready to buy.
Not yet, at least.
This negative scoring would lower their score.
Right. It would flag them as a less promising lead.
Okay, so our sales team wouldn't waste time on them.
Exactly. They could focus on the leads that are more likely to close.
What about someone who unsubscribes from your email list?
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Or marks your emails as spam?
That's a clear sign they're not interested.
So we definitely want to subtract points for that.
Absolutely. That's a negative signal.
Okay, so negative scoring is all about being efficient.
It is. It's about working smarter, not harder.
All right, so we've talked about the present.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the future.
The future of predictive lead scoring, exciting stuff.
What are the big trends that are shaping this field?
Well, one big trend is real-time data.
Real-time data.
Yeah, traditionally lead scoring was based on data that was updated periodically.
So like once a day, once a week?
Right, but now we can track lead behavior as it happens.
Wow, so it's like we're watching a live stream.
Exactly, we can see what they're doing right now.
So how does that change things?
It makes everything more agile.
Agile.
And it allows for more personalization.
Okay, give me an example.
Okay, imagine a lead downloads a white paper.
Okay.
Real-time scoring would instantly update their score.
Okay.
And then the system could automatically send them an email.
With relevant case studies.
Exactly. We're anticipating their needs.
That's incredible.
It is. It's like having a conversation with them.
Okay, so real-time data is a big one.
It is. AI and machine learning are becoming more integrated.
So predictive lead scoring is becoming more accessible.
Much more accessible. It's not just for big companies anymore.
That's great news for small businesses.
It is. They can finally get in on the action.
But with all this AI,
yeah,
we need to be careful about transparency.
Transparency is crucial, absolutely.
We can't just trust the machines blindly.
No. We need to understand how they're making decisions.
And we need to make sure those decisions are ethical.
Ethical and aligned with our business goals.
Okay, so it's a partnership.
It is. Humans and AI working together.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
But now for the big question.
The million-dollar question.
How do you choose the right platform for your business?
That's a tough one.
There are so many options.
So many options.
What are the key things to consider?
Well, first, define your needs.
Okay.
What are you trying to achieve with lead scoring?
And then your budget.
Right. How much can you afford to spend?
Okay, so those are the basics.
Yeah. Then think about your current tech stack.
Okay, so what systems are you already using?
Do you use HubSpot for your CRM?
Yeah.
Then it might make sense to stick with their lead scoring tool.
Okay, so integration is important.
Very important. You want everything to work together smoothly.
What about customization?
Customization is key, especially if you have a complex sales process.
Okay, so if you need a lot of control over the scoring model.
Then you need a platform that allows for that.
And then support.
Ah, yes, support.
Make sure you choose a platform that offers good support.
Because you're going to need it at some point.
Yeah, it can be overwhelming to implement new software.
It can, so having someone to help you is crucial.
Okay, so those are the main things to consider.
Main things, yeah.
But don't be afraid to do your own research.
Absolutely. Try out free trials.
Read reviews.
Talk to other businesses that are using these platforms.
Get as much information as you can.
Make an informed decision.
And remember, choosing the platform is just the first step.
It is.
You need to train your team.
You need to analyze the data.
And you need to continuously refine your scoring model.
It's an ongoing process.
It's a commitment.
A commitment to data-driven decision-making.
And a willingness to adapt as your business evolves.
Exactly. It's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
And of course, don't forget about TrafficID.
Our trusty sidekick.
It can really boost your lead identification efforts.
No matter which platform you choose.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, remember that predictive lead scoring is a powerful tool.
A powerful tool.
It can help you prioritize your efforts.
It can help you maximize your resources.
And it can help you drive revenue growth.
All good things.
But it's not magic.
No magic bullets.
It takes effort.
It takes commitment.
And it takes a willingness to learn and adapt.
But it's worth it.
It is. It can really transform your sales process.
Transform your business.
So thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you've learned a lot about predictive lead scoring.
and that you're excited to start using it in your business.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.